We all arrived at UMD, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. We brag about our resumes and MCATs that we nailed. We were all so cool and fun that anyone could see. We would be the best class in our med school's history.
Walking in the SMC, I felt a little plain. Everyone was dressed up in dresses and in ties. Surely one of these people had won a Nobel Prize.
To the Nobel laureate, Dr. Nicholas Dye.
Where's Dr. Dye?
The first week was a real swell time. We all got drunk and hurled. Brandon ran around the bar and hit on every girl.
Not true.
We met Ian's fiancée, hotter than him by far. While Jackie took some creepy pics with his SLR. Ah, for the cheeky part, sounds like a great time for my SLR.
Avi became Andrew, and then he switched to Fry. Your legs are where your knees are, I swear it's not a lie. Names remain confusing more than anything we'd seen. We started with a Negan and ended with Nagin.
Our first lecture was embryo and Pouchet was a bore. Mark Alonis sipped his gin while everyone else snored. All the girls then fell in love with an aptly named tall man, while Keller kept dropping questions from each of our exams.
Oh my god, did you see number 16?
I don't agree with number 18. We'll just drop it.
Just drop it. I got my S&D score and it really was a bummer. Everybody seemed upset except for maybe Gunner. I found out social life would take a backseat to studying and studying and studying repeat. I guess it's like that.
First year kept rolling along and love was in the air. Hunky boys were on the prowl, the girls were all aware. Julie, Leslie, and Danielle all quickly got their man, while a secret alliance grew between Armenia and Japan.
That's fair.
Speaking of hunky boys, have you looked at Ben Kazan? He's a little Patrick Dempsey and a little bit on one. And he'll make a handsome duck, I'm sure that you'll agree. But he'll never have a body like Keith K-I-N-G.
I tried. Put one more in. Classes just went on and on with no clear end in sight. Only a few professors provided any light. Plotnikshin and Dr. Todd were always a big hit, and we all loved Fasano for his lectures about shit.
And then there was that lecture when we learned about nutrition. How many minerals did we learn by repetition? Apparently 1,000,000 was a pretty solid guess. So remember that too much iron can cause ARDS. I looked it up on Wikipedia.
Got a chuckle.
It rhymed with yes.
We studied, tested, and we drank time and time again. The work hard, play hard cycle just seemed to never end. My pre-games were a staple and gave everyone a cheer. But while you all were sleeping, I was cleaning up your beer. You can spill tomorrow, it's okay.
I felt a little out of shape and wanted to work out.
Come with me.
I went over to the gym to see what it was about. The next morning I hurt real bad and was feeling pretty down. And later that night I started urinating brown. We all were homicidal while we studied for the boards. Normal lives and social grace we readily ignored. The misery then ended.
ended and we gave a hip hooray. Oh, by the way, rotation started in just a couple days.
Hey, so what are you doing for the next week?
Maybe for the next 24 hours.
Oh, wait, yeah. Our first rotations came and went. My first was OB-GYN.
Oh.
I got kicked out of many rooms, which suited me just fine. You just deliver babies and then deal with estrogen. Please put me on surgery where I can be with men.
What dude would go into OB-GYN?
I know one.
I wish I did know. We were now the big shots, strolling in our short white coats. We passed by first and second years and all we did was gloat. But soon we found that we were way more trivial than dust, as Temkin looked upon us with a look of sheer disgust.
Ben, what is this structure?
I don't know.
It's a hydantic system organic.
How was I supposed to know? Good riddance.
Psych was really crazy and the patients all were too. It seemed like mini mentals were all we had to do. We diagnosed each other with bipolar type 1, cause 1 minute we're happy and the next we have a gun.
That was a little much, Brandon.
I'm an artist.
Dr. Shin was just as cool as we all hoped he'd be. Gambert's geriatric lectures droned on endlessly. Kramer was sort of a dick, no pun intended there. Though Ryan shot us with his gun and no one seemed to care.
Do you want it regular or Baltimore style? What's the answer? What's the answer? When we put on our pink scrubs, we thought we were so cool. But everyone treated us like we were in grade school. Compliments were rare as we got used to insults, but they worshipped Scalea, it was kind of like a cult. Hey, have you seen The Boss today?
Is that guy with the short guy with the bosses?
Where's the robes?
The shelf exams were stupid and just added to the stress. Some didn't even count, but the gunners tried their best. Compared to step 1, step 2 was a mere formality. Our scores may not have even mattered for residency. That was a weak line.
When you went to 4th year, I took a research year. You won't get into ortho is what I had to hear. I was joined by several others, including my friend Dukes. We spent the year in the OR prepping and shaving pubes. It's actually not true. I never had pubes.
Got to. Sub-Ice could be brutal, but did not simulate the world that lies ahead of us, for which I'll gladly wait. Interviews were tedious with our excitement famed. I gained 10 pounds from dinners and my belly fat remains.
Let's see, let's see. Now I can't relate to this song cause I didn't do all this. So I'm going to let Ben Kazan finish up with his. It has been a pleasure singing this song to my class. Now each and every one of you can go and get stuck.
Match day was momentous as we all learned our fate. Donna Parker's hug total came to 168. All of us were there, I promise you it's true. But only Keith, Debbie, and Dave were plastered on the news. It's lonely up here. Our last credits were pointless as to the end we raced. I became an expert at staring into space. Now we'll all be doctors, a status you should fear, cause we know about half of what we did as second years.
Do you remember anything about the Krebs cycle?
Nope. These last 4 years were priceless, with Kumbaya our theme. Our winning personalities formed a damn good team. We'll find ways to cope with leaving, I promise, just stay calm. I'll be eating cheesesteaks and crying to my mom. Crying to my